All right, finally let's talk about press and how that changes. Now we talked about cloud, we talked about feather. We're going to use the same techniques in press. So again, using interchangeable parts to teach different coverages. So we're going to take the feather technique, but now we're going to squeeze everything down. So I've got my hex ring again as my receiver, balls on the inside. I want to be inside shade right here. I'm protecting the inside. This is man-to-man press technique. I want to be here. We're going to use offhand. So if we get an outside release, punch with the inside hand. We get inside, punch with the outside hand. The key to this is to feather off. And the reason why I believe in a soft press is, and soft doesn't mean that we're not going to get our hands on. Soft doesn't mean that we're playing basketball and I'm not going to touch anybody. All this means is I'm going to be soft at the beginning. I'm going to let that receiver get through his foot fire, and then once he decides and those shoulders turn, then I'm going to hammer him. So if I get and a lot of times with this, if I get a speed release in soft press, now I'm going to punch and I'm going to get into phase. If I get inside, I'm feather, plant, now I'm here, now I'm capping that. So the key again is that feather, eyes down, hands on the table, never take the first step. So usually if I'm going to go this way, the receiver's going to plant and he's going to come back. Really, and a drill that you can work at home or you can work with your kids is just have a receiver foot fire and do all that dancing and just let them sit there and get used to not reacting to the foot fire or the plant. Because usually if I plant here, I'm coming back in this way. You know, usually you don't get, even if you get the double, they're still coming back. Very rarely do you have a plant and then a stutter and go. So again, feet shoulder width apart, hands on the table, slide inside shade with the ball here. Okay, eyes down on the hips. At the movement of the ball, feather, feather, feather. If he gives an outside release, pop, pop, punch, get in phase. If he gives you an inside release, pop, pop, punch, compress the route back down to the sideline. That's just really the kind of the coverage 101, how you can do these things. And you can do these things at home, you can do these things in practice.